Lo and behold, we have another one to discuss. I'm going to share my opinions. I don't know about you, but this is just my take, my perspective. It is what it is. Come take this walk with me. Tap in.
You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers.
When you get in a relationship, because I sometimes get back and forth about that. Sometimes I feel like somebody should accept you for who you are.
Right.
If that's how you post, if that's how you want to post, it is what it is. But also, I do feel like when you get into a relationship, you shouldn't just be posting a whole bunch of single stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a part of an image. In a way, you posting single things, it makes it seem like imagely you're single.
Yeah.
So I feel like to that extent, I do feel like it matters.
Okay.
You know?
Do you feel like you do that when you date? You switch up how you post?
I'm a little more like, let me say I'm a little more considerate when I'm like seriously dating somebody, or like not even seriously dating somebody. Let me say when I seriously like somebody.
When's the last time you felt...
Moving forward in the future, can we petition for expanded vocabulary? Can we not use like every 5 to 10 seconds in a conversation? I understand that you're trying to make a point. However, the filler words kind of drown out the experience. I know where you're going with this. Hearing that kind of just it bothers me so much. But for transparency, she's basically having a conversation about should you accept the person based on how they presented themselves on social media prior to you getting serious with them? Should you try to change them, or should you have an issue with it? And quite frankly, I'm gonna say this: if you decide to date someone and take them seriously, knowing the type of content that they were putting out prior to this, knowing that their inbox is probably already flooded with hundreds of DMs from men who will fund her entire lifestyle. You sign up for that, expecting her to change after you've already seen what she's about. That's on you. I personally wouldn't bother with someone like that. People who are so consumed by social media, they won't prioritize you. Attention and validation is more or less their speed. That's what they care more about. They're not gonna put you in front of these likes and these reposts and all that. That's just my take though.
Like you had to change how you moved, or was it an actual relationship, or was it like just someone you liked?
Just somebody I liked.
And did you do it on your own, or was there a conversation, or naturally you just...
I naturally just kind of like, okay, maybe I shouldn't post that. Like,
now let me ask you this: if he came out and said something to you about it, do you feel like you would have had some pushback? Because like it's one thing to do it yourself.
I agree.
But then would you feel some type of way if a nigga actually was like, you need to switch up? Even if you was gonna do it on your own anyway? It's when they ask.
It's
like
the asking. It's the coming out and saying it. Like, I don't know what it is about somebody thinking they can tell me what to do. Like, I struggle with that. I don't know if...
That's why you've only had 2 boyfriends in your damn life.
Probably. And I remember, I don't know if I talked about this on the show before, but I remember being with my ex, and I remember my ex like asking me like, what you like, where you going, who you hanging out with? And I'm like, who the fuck you talking to? And I had to call my homegirl like, why the fuck this nigga asking me where? She was like, Taylor, he just want to know where you going, like on some safety type shit. Like,
You already know where this is going. Let's go ahead and jump into it and get it out the way.
Round 1, fight.
Ma'am, a man who shows interest in you is showing interest in you because he sees something that could potentially blossom into something even more beautiful. Family, kids, men, their entire life is predicated on purpose, building a specific future for themselves, leaving a legacy behind. Once we leave this earth, there is no coming back. We want a part of us to still be here. And the only way that can happen is if we procreate. In order for us to procreate, we have to meet someone that is on our standards. No, it's no different than you with your prerequisites about money, height, wealth, all that. The man is the provisioner. He's the one who wants to take care and protect and do. We've had this conversation a million times, a million of them. You getting offended by someone questioning you or showing any type of concern goes into one ear, filters out to the other side, translating to they're trying to enslave you. It's not a him problem, it's a you problem. You see him trying to trap you or put you in this box. That's not what's happening here. And that's one of the problems. Our lack of context and understanding what people are really talking about when they're communicating with you. You think we're talking at you or through you when we're actually trying to engage with you in a way that is conducive to us both. So I'm showing you a level of respect by showing concern for you. You show me a level of respect by letting me know, hey, this is what's going on. I'm good. You don't have to worry about it. There's no need for you to trip or like you got to be mindful of the other person and vice versa. But see, what you just said here, it's like a lot of women do the same thing. You can't be asked nothing. You can't be questioned nothing. You just want to do what you want to do and be out here roaming free. And what's funny is how they said she only had 2 relationships. I don't buy that, but I can kind of see it based on her girth and you know body type and the way she's kind of talking here. You had me eye at the beginning when you was like you're kind of, but even kind of, it's like. But when you said I would think about them and can be considerate, I was like, all right, cool. Until you got to the part to where he wanted to ask questions, ma'am. I can understand. I can understand why you're single, and I'm sure there's more reasons, but I get it. Not to mention you still calling your men the N word. You are grown. We are all adults. The N word needs to be eviscerated from the English language. But the fact that you even call your guy that tells me right now where your mind is for real, for real. So, um, overall, this is what I say. If you're going to deal with somebody on social media, tread cautiously. Look at their posts, their pictures, their stories. It will tell you everything you need to know. And I know people are going to say, well, you can't tell about a person through their social media. Well, yeah, actually, you can. Yeah, you can. You just have to know how to use discernment. Anyway, I hope that you got something from this video. I don't personally believe in dating people online. The only way I can consider it is if you really are, what's the word? There's no filters. There's nothing stopping you from asking what you need to ask, and you can trade back and forth personal information. You can talk without anyone getting in their feelings and sensitive or offended. You know what I'm saying? So if you're extremely transparent, it might work. If you're willing to address all the elephants in the room, cool. I don't personally believe in dating. If you're gonna, matter of fact, I put it this way: if you're doing it, everything about your social media accounts have to change. Some stuff might have to go. There's gonna have to be some sacrifices. If you're not willing to do that, don't even bother getting into a relationship with a woman or a guy if you're not prepared for it. Because respect is due on both sides. You can't have it one way or the other. That's just the way it is. Outside of that, I bid you guys adieu. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about this discussion here. I'm out.
Merry Christmas, filthy